Can felons possess antique firearms? Have you ever wondered if individuals with felony convictions can own antique firearms? This question is quite significant in the ongoing discussions about Second Amendment rights. Let's break it down to understand the facts clearly. First, what exactly qualifies as an antique firearm? Generally, these are firearms made before the year 1900. They can also include replicas of those older firearms or muzzle-loading weapons that use black powder substitutes. Because of their historical nature, antique firearms often fall outside modern firearm regulations. Now let's look at federal laws. The Gun Control Act of 1960 restricts felons from possessing firearms and ammunition. However, it does not specifically classify antique firearms as firearms under this act. This means that, under federal law, felons can possess antique firearms without breaking any laws. But here's where it gets a bit tricky. While federal law may allow felons to own antique firearms, state laws can differ significantly. Some states have stricter rules that may prohibit felons from possessing any type of firearm, including antiques. It's essential to check the specific laws in your state to understand what is allowed. When it comes to black powder firearms, the situation is similar. Federal law typically permits individuals who cannot own modern firearms to possess black powder firearms. However, some specific models might still be classified as firearms, which could impact their legality for someone with a felony conviction. From a conservative viewpoint, this topic brings up a balance between individual rights and public safety. Many conservatives advocate for a broad interpretation of the Second Amendment, emphasizing personal freedoms while also recognizing the need for reasonable regulations. In discussions about the Second Amendment, the ability of felons to possess antique firearms highlights the larger debate on firearm rights. Conservatives often argue for expanding these rights while ensuring that public safety measures are in place. In summary, while federal law generally permits felons to possess antique firearms, state laws can vary widely. It's important to be aware of both federal and state regulations to fully understand the rights surrounding antique firearms. Always consult legal resources or professionals if you have specific questions about your situation.